Okay, so our topic for this day has to speak with the work of well-known local and foreign writers. So in creative writing, we have various writers in which we learn so much from them. And for today, we are going to look at their works. So let's say, for example, we have here on the screen the work of Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. So he says that some says the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if I have to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that it's destruction ice, it also great and would suffice. So with this work, it conveys the reality of life that an individual um, step out of his comfort zone and take the step not on the chilling side, but he embraces the reality of life. So that's the work of him. And another work from The Road Not Taken. So had warned them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay. If leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how we leads the way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling with a sigh. Somewhere ages hence, two roads diverge in a wood, and I took one less trouble by, and that has made all the difference. As what you can see from the first work, and another work of him, he conveys that he is expressing something about life that us as an individual, we should not just go into our comfort zone. Like in the line that he took the road less trouble by means that there is a courage to go to the path wherein you are not sure of compared to the other path in which many people goes into it. So it embraces and it gives us connotation that as an individual, as a person, we have to uh, have courage. We have to have what it takes. Let us enjoy our life, but at the same time, we should learn lessons in each and every day. Now, with this work of Elizabeth Barrett Browning as to the grief. So this naman, as to her work, it conveys with the something that has to convey with the relationship of God to human and at the same time grieving. I tell you, hopeless grief is passionless, that only man incredulous of despair hath thought in anguish to the midnight air, beat upward to God thrones allowed access, or shrieking and reapproach. Full desertness in souls as countries, did silent bear. Under the blanching vertical eye glared of the absolute heavens, deep-hearted man expressed grief for thy dead in silence like to death, most like a monumental statue set in everlasting watch and moveless woe, till itself crumbled to the dust beneath. Touch it, the marble eyelids are not wet. If it could weep, it would arise and go. And this is from Sonnet 43, How Do I Love Thee? How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth of height. My soul can reach when feeling out of sight. From the ends being an ideal grace. I love thee to the level of everyday's most quiet need by the sun and candlelight. I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from praise. I love thee when the passion put to use. In my old grips and with my childhood faith. I love thee with the love I seem to lose. With my lost saints, I love thee with dead breath. Smile, tears, in all of my life. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better than after death. So this conveys that in these two writings that we've read, no, it has to convey with life and how a person embrace life. So let us proceed with some of the local work of this one. So we have here Andres Bonifacio the Supremo, which is the Pag-ibig sa Tinubuang Lupa. It was hailed as the best of these poems because Bonifacio was the founder of Katipunan and the leader of the revolution in 1896 against the colonialism of these Spaniards. Let's read it. Pag-ibig sa tinubuang lupa by Andres Bonifacio. Aling pag-ibig pa ang hihigit kaya sa pagkadalisay at pagkadakila gaya ng pag-ibig sa tinubuang lupa? Aling pag-ibig pa? Wala na, wala nga. Walang mahalagang hindi inihandog ng mga pusong wagas sa bayang nagkupkop. Dugo, yaman, dunong katiis at pagod. Buhay may abuting magkalagot-lagot. Ang nakaraang panahon ng aliw ang inaasahang araw na darating ng pagkatimawa sa mga alipin, liban pa sa bayan sa ang tatanghalin. Sa abangan ng aba, mawalay sa bayan. Gunita may laging sakbibi ng lumbay, walang alaalang inaasam-asam, kundi ang makitang lupang tinubuan, kayong nalagasan ng bunga't bulaklak, kahoy niyaring bunga na nilantat sukat. Nang balabalakit makapal na hirap, muling namanariwat sa bayay lumiyag. Ipakahandog-handog ng buong pag-ibig hanggang may dugo, ubusi, tigis. Kung sa pagtanggol buhay ang kapalit, itong kapalaran ang tunay na langit. Aling pag-ibig pa ang hihigit kaya sa pagkadalisay at pagkadakila, gaya ng pag-ibig sa tinubuang lupa. Aling pag-ibig pa, wala na nga, wala. Gaya ng pag-ibig sa tinubuang lupa. Aling pag-ibig pa, wala nga, wala. So with his work, it conveys the love for our country. They show nationalism and patriotism, that whatever it takes, he will fight, and at the same time, he will show off the love for the country. Another one, from another B. Hernandez, Kung Tuyo na ang Luha Mo, Aking Bayan. It's one of the poems often read during the anti-imperialist rallies. Hernandez was a poet and a labor organizer. He served as an intelligence officer ng Hukbalahap or Hukbong Bayan Laban sa Hapon, an armed group against Japanese invasion during the World War II. During the U.S. direct colonial rule, Hernandez was detained for rebellion. So let us read some excerpt from his work. Lumuha ka, aking bayan, buong lukot ng iluha. Ang kawawang kapalaran ng lupain mong kawawa. Ang bandilang sagisay mo'y lukob ng daing bandila. Pati wikang minana mo ay binusabos ng ibang wika. Ganito ring araw ng agawang kanadaya, 13 ng Agosto na saklutin ang Maynila. Lumuha ka habang sila ay palalong nagdiriwang. Sa libingan ng maliit, ang malaki may libangan. Katulad mo ay si huli, inaliping bayad utang. Katulad mo ay si sisa, binaliw na kahirapan. Walang lakas na magtanggol, walang tapang na lumaban. Tumataghoy kumpas langit, tumatagis ng nakawan. So we can see that in his work, it's full of emotions. And there is a deep pain that we are colonized by these Spaniards that time. But then again, look at us now. We are now free. We are achieving this freedom and we should love what we have right now. Another one is from our national hero, Dr. Jose P. Rizal. Another work of him, a classic poem right in 1896, Mi Ultimo Adios, was an inevitable choice. The original poem has been translated into Filipino and foreign languages by various poets. So farewell, dear fatherland, I'm the sun forest, pearl of the Orient seas our Eden lost. Gladly now I go to give thee this faded life's best, and were it brighter, pressure, or more blessed, still I would give thee, or the count that was. So it conveys the love for our country, ni ultimo adios, adios pati adorada. And we have here the work of Jose Corazon de Jesus, Ang Bayan Ko. It's a song, and almost every day with the anti-US protests of 1920s, popular for his traditional forms of poverty. Turkish on the resistance movement against the Japanese invasion since we were colonized by the Japanese in 1940s, the first quarter storm in 1970s in the People Power conducted last 1986, and De Jesus also known as Suseng Batute. And it sounds like this, right? Ang bayan kong Pilipinas, lupain ng ginto't bulaklak. Yes. Let us read the lines. Pag-ibig na sa kanyang palad, nag-alay ng gatdat pilag. At sa kanyang yumi at ganda, dayuhan ay nahalina. bayan ko, binihag ka, nasalkyak sa dusa. And this writings are being done by the students, right? During their plays, interpretative dance, and such. So there is a deep meaning with this, like, ibon mang may layang lumipad, kulungin mo at umiiyak, bayan pa kaya't sakdal dilag, ang dimag nasang makaalpas. So there is a hope. Pilipinas kong minumutya, pugad ng luha ko't dalita, aking adhika, makita kang sakdalaya. So means that the freedom, the love for the country, nationalism, patriotism, name all the terms, and these people are really into the uh, deep, and they really love our country. So us, let us embrace of all of this and let us love our country. And with that, that ends our lesson for today.